Good morning. My name is Constance Sanchez. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the City of Corpus Christi. I'd like to thank you all for being here this morning to attend the news conference regarding the city's municipal bond rating. At this time, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce to you the Mayor of the City of Corpus Christi, Paulette Guajardo.
Thank you, Constance. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mayor Paulette Guajardo. Thank you for joining us today. I'd first like to recognize our elected officials. We have Councilman Ben Molina with us today. Thank you for being with us, District 2. So today we're pleased to announce that the three major credit agencies, Moody's, Standard & Poor's Global Rating, and Fitch, reaffirmed the city's general obligation bond and utility revenue bond ratings, all with a stable outlook. The ratings given on both the general obligation and the utility revenue are in the high grade category. So the city received these ratings on the heels of a strong fiscal year 2022 second quarter financial report that was presented by City Manager Peter Zanoni at the May 10th City Council meeting. According to the rating agencies, the city's credit ratings were reaffirmed in part due to the city's financial strength. They noted that our credit ratings reflect a consistently strong budgetary performance with strong available reserves and strong policies and practices. So your City Council and I are very committed to creating a greater future and moving in an upwards trajectory to build a more prosperous city. So we want to commend our city manager, Peter Zanoni, for his continued leadership and outstanding astuteness in the fiscal management of our organization. Today is a very special day because this announcement is, it's not only about the actual rating we received, but it's about what we represent as a team. And City Manager Peter Zanoni, which you'll hear from in just a moment, is the leader of that. And he has kept our rating not only upgraded and improved, but keeping it steady, and that means a whole lot for the City of Corpus Christi. We truly are leaders in how we do business and what we represent as the 8th largest city in Texas. So with that, I'd like to introduce our City Manager, Peter Zanoni, and congratulate him for a job very well done. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you so much, Mayor. Those are too kind, those words. I did wear my Corpus Christi water shirt today, and before I continue on this press event, I did want to remind the community that we are in stage 1 drought water restrictions effective this week. And so for the average homeowner, that means irrigating your property just one time a week versus whenever you want, and using your irrigation or sprinkler system only between the hours of not between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., but in those hours outside of those, you can use it. So stage 1 water restrictions were right about 40% of combined water levels at our lake and Choke Canyon and Lake Corpus Christi. So that's enough water to get us through the summer and through the fall and even into next year, but we want to conserve now because we don't know how long the drought will last. Or how dry the conditions will get as we move forward. So with that, let me turn to our financial condition. So as the mayor mentioned, we did receive strong financial report from our three rating agencies. And the mayor attributed it to me, and we do have a financial team, but the mayor and council have, for the 3 years I've been here, have been focused on strong financial policies, making sure when we approve or when they approve contracts at council, that they are wise contracts, that they are sound financial decisions for the taxpayer. The mayor and city council and myself are very much engaged on reducing waste, reducing wasteful spending, cutting inefficiencies, and being a strong, robust organization for the community. And part of that is having a strong financial astuteness or mindset. And 3 years ago when I first got here, one of my top priorities was the similar of the city councils, which is let's be a well-managed city. We're the 8th largest city, let's be a well-managed one. And I think we can say that in the past 3 years we've met that goal and will continue to have that goal. We know we've met that goal because in the past 3 years, our credit rating has increased 3 times. Our scores have gone up 3 times in the past 3 years, which is tremendous. And if we think about the past 3 years, we've been in turmoil through the country. We've been in a pandemic, worldwide pandemic. We're in a downturn in the economy today. But still, with that, this city has moved forward, and our financial credit rating has actually gone up, which is great. So, as the mayor said, in the last few weeks, our bond ratings have been reaffirmed by the 3 rating agencies, including Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch. Those are the 3 agencies that grade cities' credit worthiness. The credit worthiness of the city is based on things like the city's economic outlook, our financial profile, the strength of our revenue sources, they look at that, our financial management, how we manage the city, our financial policies, our credit outlook, and our revenue and financial projections in the long term. So they look at all of those as they grade our city. So our ratings are in what they call the high quality, one of the highest quality ratings. It means we have a low credit risk, meaning we're financially stable, which is good. Because when we issue bonds, the investors want to know, is this a good place to sell or buy bonds from? Am I going to get my money back, right? And so when you have a high credit rating, investors want to invest in us as a city. But as a city, and for taxpayers, that means we pay lower interest rates. And so when we issue those bonds, we have them at a much reduced interest rate, which means we put more of our money into production, into new streets, new parks, and less into interest to get that money for things like our bond program or for big infrastructure projects in our water and wastewater system. So even through tough economic times and a global pandemic, the City of Corpus Christi, with the leadership of the mayor and city council, have weathered those storms. We've kept our financial rating strong. It's actually been upgraded 3 times in 3 years. And that means that we're being well financially managed as an organization. And that's important to the community because that means we can borrow money at a much cheaper rate and put more dollars into production. So with that, that concludes today's briefing. We want to thank you all for attending. We know it's early on Friday, and it is the end of the week, but we're still here and working it through. So at this point, we're here if there's any questions that the community or that the media might have. Okay, thank you.